It's the National Football.
Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. Open man. That's Amari Cooper. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And the Browns are going to be set up. First and goal, he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 9 for the year. And that is the way to start a game. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. That's to the former Bronco. It's Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Cooper. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Cleveland. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. So after an enviable spot to operate from, here's 2nd and inches. To the air again, Hurts. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his man at the 6. He is... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the sideline. He's got more.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field. I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Hurts. Now he takes off. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Hurts to the air on first down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. Now. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. On third down, it's Hurts. This is caught at the 2. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run the sneak, and he's on first down. It's Hurts. That's taken in by Chubb, and he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 2nd to his tight end, Njoku. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. And he will take... Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. He's been filling up the stat sheet of them. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. A run up the middle with Chubb. 1st down and more for Chubb. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish.
A pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man, and he caught it. And they will finally bring him down, but what a call there. The fake works. Big yardage, and the 1st down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Again, Hurts. This throw left is complete with Judy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Hurts again. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Here's Chubb. He slams it in. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He finds Judy on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. A first down throw for Hurts. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about... They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Hurts. That's caught downfield by Cooper. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cleveland. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been Terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. On first down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Hurts. He'll get this complete, and that's Jordan Akins. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Hurts will try it again. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's hauled in at the 2. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, it's Hurts. To his tight end, Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. To the air again, Hurts. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, Hurts. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Hurts again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. That was a game that was in doubt till the very It's Week 9 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts throwing right away. And his first look is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing is Hurts. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Hurts. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Tight. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Running right. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Dances by him. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught from... Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Chargers, the victory moves them to 6.
It's week 11 of the 2024 season, and our focus is on a
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. That's complete. David Njoku. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They're now set for first and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he has it along the sideline, but he got to that edge. They're going to say, we've got second. We can hear it. Kevin Stefanski audibly frustrated with that call. And he'll throw the red flag out. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls overturns, and that's going to unlock a third challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. Connection made to Judy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Again, it's Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Katie York now on for the field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Groupie sends it through. And they're on. First down throwing for Hurts. Judy there to grab it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Really Gay there on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Hurts looking to throw. Now to his wideout, it's a screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is... First and 10 now from the 30. Hurts setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. On third down, it's Hurts. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Hurts now on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Ball on the 45. First and 10. Hurts throwing again. He put everything he had into this one. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. A final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. To return, Jerome Ford. And the return sets them up just speed. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one complete to Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 5. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Hurts now from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Finding Judy. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has it down close. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry.
And he's in for the touchdown. On 1st down, Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Just 1 quarter remaining. Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing here, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance.
So fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it. 1st
and 10. Here's Hurts. And that one's one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. This one's caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Quick slant complete. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Offense to the line for second down. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from New Orleans.
It's week 12 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers.
Hurts. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Chubb is into the end zone for Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Browns at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They go play action with Hurts. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already. And he'll take it into the end. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two in. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
That's good. 4-8.
They go up the middle with Chubb. A little juke, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The numbers have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 3. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they will take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were